We are in the midst of a pandemic, a gzeira. To know why and to know Chushba de Rachmana, what he wants of us, and to understand what are we doing that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is showing us that we need to fix. It's hard to know. I'm a simple person, and I don't think I'm ready to come and understand the why and the what. Gedolei Yisrael, the Saratayr Reb Chaim Kanievsky Shlita, L'Eirech Yamim V'Shanim, gave us a few points of tikkun that we should work on. Other Gedolei Yisrael maybe have the capability of explaining what and why, but the Hamoinam, and I'm one of them, Hamoinam, the simple people, it's not our place. Almost impossible for us to know. We do have clear guidelines, though, from the Rambam. Our chiyuvim in times of gzeira, of tzara. The Rambam in Hilchas Tainius, Perek Aleph, Halacha Aleph, Mitzvah Sasei Min HaTorah, Lizoik Ulaharia B'Chatzaitzreis, Al Kol Tzara Shetavi Al HaTzibur, Shenemar Al Hatzara Tzeireschem, V'Are'oisem B'Chatzaitzreis. Koloimar, says the Rambam, this mitzvah, Lizoik Ulaharia, to cry out, to scream out. Kiloimar, this is kol davar sheyetzu lechem. This is any situation which we find the tzara. For example, bitzoiris, hunger, the dever, plague. The arbe ukiyoytz behem za'aku aleihem v'hariyu. Clear in the Rishonim, pshat in this halacha is Tefilla. So it's clear that the response to a tzara, the response to a dever, has to be Tefilla. Clear in the Rambam. The davar ze midarki atshuvahu. And this is the way to do tshuva. Shebizman shetavi tzara v'yizaku aleha. They come and they taka, respond, and they daven, v'yoriyu, yedu akol, shebeglal masei maroyim huralahem, kakasav avinisechem hitu, v'zehu sheyignam lem lahasar atzarim aleihim. And this is going to bring about a speedy Yeshua from the tzara. But which averis? The Rambam says, shebeglal masei maroyim huralahem. So how do we identify which Averis do we have to do tshuva from? There's a very interesting tefillah. Shleima Melech, Melachim Aleph, Perek Ches, Pasuk Lamed Zayin, the tefillah that Shleima Melech davened to the Rebbeinu Shloim. When he brought in the Kalim to the Beis HaMikdash, he built the Beis HaMikdash, he davened. His tefillah is as follows. Pasuk Lamed Zayin, Rav kiyeh ba'aretz, Dever kiyeh, a plague. Shidafa, Yeraka, Arbe, Chasel, all different types of tzoris, kiyeh. If they come about, Kiyartz lo'oiva be'etzarav kol nega, kol machla. So what is the response? Kol tefillah, kol tchina, asher tiyeh l'chol ha'adam. Any call, any person that calls out from where he's standing, from where he's holding, he calls out. And this is l'chol amchu Yisrael. Asher yedun ish nega levavai. Every person knows in his heart of heart, the depth of his heart, he knows where he's lacking. Uparas kapo velabayis hazeh. So the tefillah, the tshuva, every person knows where he needs to fix, which areas in his life he has to be misakin, he has to improve. And again, you do this, so right away, va'ato, the pasuk continues, va'ato tishma hashamayim, v'chain shiftecha, v'salachto v'asiso, v'nosato l'ish kechol drocha, v'ashetedas levavai, yato yadat levadecha, es levav kol b'nei ha'adam. So, what to fix and what to do tshuva is each individual needs to make a cheshbon hanefesh. We're home. Maybe it's time. It's the proper time to take moments. We're anyway home. We anyway can't be involved with the daily rush of life. Good opportunity to be misakin, Years ago, when the tsunami in Thailand killed 250,000 people in one second, I remember Rav Belsky, my Rebbe Zatzal, he was overtaken by it. He wasn't able to find rest. And what he said to me, he said, I don't understand how people talk about the news and they don't realize something. It's something, an unbelievable thing. It's something which is and should be to change a person's life. Something like this that happens. And he quoted to me the pasuk in Tzvanya. In Tzvanya, Perek Gimel, pasuk Vav, Vichrati goyim noshami pinoisam, nishamu pinoisam, Hechrafti chutzoisam mibli oiver. I destroyed goyim. I made their corners empty. Hechrafti chutzoisam, their yards. Mibli oiver nitzadorei mibli yishmein yoshev. Omarti. The pasuk continues, pasuk Zayin. Achtiri oisi tikchi musa. It should bring fear. It has to have a response. Something happened. And a person needs to respond by taking musar, taking a musar from it. Rabbi Yamin Kayin Shlita said a very nice divrei chizuk. Mechaber the Chelkas Ben Yamin spoke very, very profound, very beautiful. And he mentioned a Radak. The Radak says a plague is called a dever. So the Radak in the Shirashim explains why is it called a dever? Why a plague is a dever? Says the Radak because it's dibur. A dever means Hashem is talking. Hashem is communicating with us. He's calling us. He's awakening us. He's reaching out to us. He's talking. He's talking. He's talking. I want to share with you. You know, a lot of times we get involved with, fear. We're going to get sick. You're not going to get sick. Lamaisa, we have to do tshuva. But part of it also, I think they're important to not to lose focus on all the people that are suffering. Even if you are not from the group, from the at risk, that you don't have strong symptoms, but there are people, even goyim, people are suffering. People are home, parnasa, pachad of not having parnasa. Many phone calls I get. In this Indian, the parnasa, was wird sein mit the parnasa? They're worried about the parnasa. A Yid in a matziv of Tzar Yisrael, he needs to not only think of himself, but he needs to think of the klal, and even the rest of the world, goyim as well. And this is a story that awoke in me a tremendous ascendance. I read in the Sefer Kisra Shel Torah. It's stories about Reb Shmuel Birnbaum, the Reshiva Zech Tzadik Levracha, written by one of the family members. He writes there that when the tsunami came, Reb Shmuel couldn't find menucha. He couldn't sleep. So you would think that the reason is because of Tiri, Tikkun Musar, geschehen, a world Himmelgeschrei. Something happened. It says here that what bothered him was the tsar of the people, even though they were not Yidden. Mirai v'shtatfus b'tzaron shel b'nei Adam afilu me'enam Yehudim, even though they were not Yidden. I think possibly that's the pshat in the Rambam. The third Rambam in Hilchas Tinius, the third Rambam, Halacha Gimel avim lo yizaku v'lo yariu yoimru davazeh miminag ha'olam idalanu. It happens. Tzaras happen. Events sometimes are bad. It's part of life and part of this world. B'tzarazu nikra nikris. Harezu derech achzorius. V'gayremes lem lidavik b'masei meroyim. And the Mefarshim ask, why is it called achzorius? You're not listening to the mitzvah. You're not listening to Hashem talking to you. Why is it achzorius? Achzorius means a person who he's mean. He's an achzer. Where is the mean? Why? So someone explains, some Mefarshim, possibly I remember from the Michtam Eliyahu, that the word zar means indifferent. He's indifferent. It's geitem nishtan. It doesn't connect with him. He goes with his. So he's indifferent to the tzara. So he's called an achzer. But maybe the pshat Rabbi say after this ma'aseh from Reb Shmuel speaks volumes. Gedolei Yisrael, how they understood and the feelings that they had, and what Torah transforms a person to be an Adam HaShalem. Say not Adam, say not Mensch. You're an Achzer because let's say it doesn't bother you, it doesn't affect you, but it's affecting the rest of the world. So the fact that you don't want to do anything about it, you're an Achzer. So at this situation, these moments, don't only daven for yourself, don't only think about your health and your family's health, think about the world is in tzara. Yidden for sure, many are going to suffer from the health and from the parnasa, the fear. There's a lot of pain and suffering, but even for the rest of the world, goyim included. You know, Rabbi say pachad is part of teichacha. The teichacha clearly states that when the Rebbeinu Shalom sends teichacha to the world, to Klal Yisrael, a big faction, a big factor of it is pachad. Pasuk says in Dvarim, Chav Ches, Posik, Samach Vav, Parshas Kisav in the Techacha, V'hayu chayecha tluyim lecha mineged. You're not going to have security in your life. Upachadeto laila v'yoimam v'loisamin b'chayecha. You don't have any guarantees, and it's fear. Pabayka toimer meeting erev uberev toimer meeting biker mipachad levavcha asher tivchad umimare einecha asher tira. The Gemara Grada talks about it's referring to people who need to go and then make parnasa, which is a lot less than what we have. What we have today is literally pachad levavcha. You look at Rashi. Rashi says, "V'loisamin b'chayecha ze asoymech ala palter, chayecha tluyim lechala stafik kol safik tarli, shem amus hayoyim b'cherev habalenu, v'Rabbi Seinu darsh zelu kech tvul min ashuk." It's interesting how the Chazal minimize the pachad, even for this, even the fact that you have to go to the store and to buy and to be soymech on the baker. Chazal said that's already v'hoyu chayecha tluyim lecha mineged. But of course the Pashup Pshat is, and as Rashi says, Shem amos hayom, and it's pachad, and there's fear. It's a chelik of the teichacha. It's a chelik of the teichacha. Pachad is extremely detrimental. It's a chisarn in ruchnis. It's a chisarn in ruchnis. Emunah and bitachon requires every yid to fight pachad, to fight fear. And we don't have to be marach on this. This is pretty self-understood. It's clear. Everybody fully understands that. That emunah and bitachon requires not to have pachad. But it's also physically a detriment. Pachad, fear. Fear itself could cause illness. This is a mefursha pasuk, Rabbi Isai, in Mishlei. Pasuk in Mishlei says, Perik Yud Ches pasuk Yud Dalid, Ruach ish, the spirit of a person, Yechalkel Machlehu, will sustain his sickness. V'ruach necheya, but if he is down, Miyasiyan, who's going to pick him up in his disease? The Mitzudis explains, Ruach ish, Ruach hasichli asher beish. We're not talking about a Ruach, a Ruchni. We mean a sichli, we mean a physical. Ruach hasichli, a man's attitude, his mind over matter, so to speak. Ruach hasichli asher beish yizbail v'yachzik chayli aguf. This will help him to sustain disease. Kihima and hagas menaheges is aguf bebriusay v'afki b'chalya. Aval ksharuach atzma necheya shvura b'itzavim v'yagain mi yisiena. Ki ein haguf noisa oisa lahachzik ki im necheya shvura. If you are strong, if you are besimcha, the lashon Rashi is. Rashi explains, Ruach ish, Ruach gevish, u ish gibar, ve'ena noisen da'ago b'liboy. Not afraid. Mekabel kol habala besimcha b'chiba. And the Mitzudis is telling me that this is going to be the thing that helps the person fight disease. Rashi, Ruach gever shu ish gibar. To be strong, it's not easy. People fall apart. People get very scared and they can't function. Ruach gever shu ish gibar ve'eina noisein da'aiga b'libai. I think it's very interesting, the lashon of Rashi, ve'eina noisein da'aiga b'libai. Naturally, you don't have the daiga. It's you in the mind creating the daiga in the heart. Ve'eina noisein da'aiga b'libai. Or at least means that he doesn't let it affect him. I'll call upon him. This is the Yeshua. And this is one of the eitzes in order to be able to fight disease. I would like to say, maybe it's possible that the fear itself could be instead of the actual machla. Sometimes the fear produces the outcome that's needed without even having to get the machla. You could be yoitza. You could baikumen. You could be able to achieve what's needed, the goal that's needed from a machla. Maybe you could have it with the pachad alone. The Chayvus Halavavis says this clearly in Shar Tshuva. Perik Vav. The Chayvus Halavavis says that this is one of the tools that the Eibishter uses to make a person do tshuva. Sometimes he's ma'anishim, and sometimes he makes a situation around him that's pachad, and with that, he has the maila. He has what he needs. Like this, he could go do tshuva. The pachad sometimes is instead of the actual einish, because it produces the same result. This is in Chayvus Halavavis, Perik Vav. There was an expression in Europe. My Baba, my Zayda, my Baba Zatzal, used to say it all the time. The Rebbeinu Shloilom soll schrecken und nicht strafen. The Rebbeinu Shloilom should give us fear, frighten us, but not actually punish us. Rabbi Yechiel Schnitzler, Talmid Chacham, he once told me from the Ishbitze, Meire de Chazaq, Mea Shiloyach de Ishbitze, why did Klal Yisrael have to be in Mitzrayim through the year that the Mitzrayim got their makkos? Why would they have to be there? You have to punish the Mitzrayim. They needed to learn the lessons of the makkos. Why was Klal Yisrael have to experience all the bahola and now it didn't affect them. It didn't affect them actually, but they were around it. It was surrounded. Says the Ishbitzer, that Klal Yisrael also needed Musar. The makkos was there to tikri Musar for Klal Yisrael too. So the Rebbeinu Shloilom gave the makkos to the Mitzrayim, while the Yidden, they saw it. Tiri, they saw it, and they were yoitze. The makkos and the lesson that they needed to take from it with the fear. I do want to add one word of chizuk, and I think this is an important yesod. I like to tell the olam. There are many Yidden that are feeling very down that they can't go to shul. It bothers them that the yeshiva is closed and the shul they can't daven. Some Yidden that was their life, and they feel very bad. There's a story from Rabbi Yisrael Salanter. There was cholera in Europe, and the Yidden had to eat on Yom Kippur. Rabbi Yisrael Salanter paskind that maybe it was by Kol Nidre or whatever it was. You should get up and make Kiddush, and the Olam should eat. Famous story. And the question is, there really is no Kiddush if you eat on Yom Kippur. But Rabbi Yisrael Salanter paskin b'zal machen Kiddush. So most understand the story because Rabbi Yisrael Salanter wanted to set policy. Everyone must eat. If you're not feeling well, you got to eat. Don't be overly zealous and frum. So he was makbid, and he paskin that the rabbim, they should make kiddush. I'd like to add a little insight, an added insight into this. I think Rabbi Yisrael Salanter was conveying a message that if you eat on Yom Kippur because of disease, it's not the pshat you ate on Yom Kippur, it's the pshat you fasted on Yom Kippur. That's Kedushas Yoim HaKippurim. You shouldn't think that you had to eat on Yom Kippur. You fasted on Yom Kippur. Essen of Yom Kippur does heis gefast of Yom Kippur. And I heard this Yisoid sitting once by Rav Libes, Sechet Tzaddik Levracha, Shals Tshuvas Beisavi. He was the head of the Igud Harabanim, big poisik, very accepted, famous poisik. Women, Erev Yom Kippur, call that they're pregnant, fasting, and he would tell them, you have to eat, and whatever the case may be. And there was one lady who kept on pushing, but I don't want to, and I'd rather not, and I want to be machmir. Ich muss fasten auf Yom Kippur. That was her words. So Rav Libes told her, when du ess of Yom Kippur, when you eat on Yom Kippur, that's called you fasted on Yom Kippur. Rabbi say, don't think you're not going to minyan. If we're listening to Das Torah, if we're listening to the Rabbanim, and they're telling us not to go to minyan, does haste, you went to minyan. This is what the Eibishter wants, and it means that you went to minyan. I would end with the Tefilla. Shlomo HaMelech. Tefillah of Shlomo HaMelech. Shavu Eilecha, B'chol Levava, Lachem Aleph, Perek Ches. Pasuk Mem Ches, V'shavu Eilecha, B'chol Levava, B'chol Nafsham, Be'eretz Eveim Asher Shavu. V'yispallu Eilecha derech Artzom, Asher Nasat Lavoisam Asher B'charto, V'shamat HaShamayim. We must learn. V'choin Shivtecha, Es Tefillah Som, V'es Tchinasam, V'asisa Mishpatam. V'salachto L'amcha Asher Chatu Lach, V'chol Pishem Asher Pashu Bach, V'satam L'rachamim, L'fnei Sheveim V'rachmim, Ki Amcha V'nachlascha Heim. You are children. Asher Yitzeisam Mitzrayim, Ki Amcha V'nachlascha Heim. Asher Yitzeisam Mitzrayim Mitoikur Abazel. Liois Einecha Psuchois Al Tchinas Avdecha. The Rabbeinu Shalom should listen to our tefillas. And the Rabbeinu Shalom should see how much rotzen we have to want to go to shul and to want to daven. Should makabel it like a korban. Hashem. We should be zeicha that the Rabbeinu Shalom Chavik Matrega Ad Yavar Zam should pass quickly. And we should all be zeicha to be well. It's Hashem, Klal Yisrael should come back to the matziv. It should be Mitzvah Hashem, a complete, speedy Yeshua.